I saw this story and a whole lot of tweets started popping out about RG3 talking about white women and his white woman in a weird type of fetish type of way.
So it all started from Kaitlyn Clark and Angel Reese. So there was a game, Chicago Sky versus the Indiana Fever. Angel Reese gets the ball. She goes up for a shot. Obviously, in the game of basketball, you don't want any easy scores. Kaitlyn, hacks her. Angel Reese get up tripping like, you feel me, bitch? What the fuck is your problem, pretty much? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you is exactly what she said, actually. Somebody pulled her off. And then, of course, that, because they like Magic and Bird, where anything they do, everybody is going, up in arms. It's racism, all type of shit going on. So that shit went crazy online. Everybody talking about it. RG3 pretty much came out and said, Angel Reese hates Kaitlyn Clark. That's what he said. Angel Reese hates Kaitlyn Clark. In return, Ryan Clarke came out and said, you feel a certain way and you explain things a certain way about Angel Reese is because you have a white wife. And so you really don't know how to communicate to black women, or you don't understand them. You used to be on the football field. I played with you. Used to make a lot of weird jokes about your wife being white and in like a fetish type way. And he thought that was weird. And he felt like his wife was, better than that. So then RG3 comes back and pretty much says, yo, don't talk about my wife. Like you could say whatever you want, but talking about my family, kids, that's off limits. Don't do that. This looks bad for ESPN. So he was kind of inciting like maybe ESPN should look into this. Ryan Clarke responds again on Twitter like, I know what it is with you. Like they've had feuds in the in the past. You're the worst teammate I ever had. All type of shit, et cetera, et cetera. And now we're here right now where people are going in on both of them. What I'll say is, we know RG3 is like a weirder type of black dude, right? Like I'm not
for sure. Yeah, he different.
Yeah, he like a
he more Carlton Banks than Carlton Banks.
Yeah, like so I understand Ryan Clarke for that aspect, but I think people are too sensitive over the Angel Reese and Kaitlyn Clark shit. Like, I don't think it necessarily has to be this big cultural statement for me. That's just my opinion. Every time they get into it, the WNBA opens up some sort of investigation over racism. We heard, it's like, I understand it to a certain degree, but damn, like without it, and this might sound crazy to people, but if we didn't have the racists pushing Magic and Bird, the NBA doesn't go to the height that it goes to. Like, you're supposed to embrace this kind of rivalry and these kinds of battles and just take it on the chin and just keep going. To me, personally. Like,
it was a necessary evil.
We didn't have people back then crying over this shit. They was like, man, go spank the Celtics. Like, what is we talking about? We're not making this a culture thing. It's like, fuck them niggas. We finna come back and be the dynasty or whatever it is. Now we got too many people just making it something that it could be. I'm not saying that it's not, but just putting too much attention on it, in my opinion. And Ryan Clarke, while I fuck with him, he tends to do this. Like, he tends to make everything a racial thing, which we know there's a lot of shit that's about race in America, but not every conversation I want to hear it on your show. That's just me.
They said RG3 new nickname is the Milkman. He going back trying to delete all his milk tweets. Bro, he got some wild tweets. All the pictures with his wife. It says cookies and milk, National Milk Day, Post Malone concert with this tall glass of milk.
Oh, he one of them niggas.
Doctors say breast milk is the best milk. Super Saiyan Milkman. So this is crazy. So Ryan Clarke low-key got a point, cuz this nigga has dubbed himself the Milkman, and every picture with his wife says something about milk. Bro, the man even posted a damn picture of his, I don't know if this is his son or his daughter. It looked like his daughter, Gia.
He fetishizing it.
Pretending to breastfeed, saying, Gia trying to get some chocolate milk. So what's up with cutting his milk? Like, I don't know what he on.
He went to Baylor.
You know, you go to these PWIs, and we understand the athletes get around the white women. The white women are taught to go get athletes. So this is why you got a high amount of black athletes with white wives. But RG3, Ryan Clarke got something with that. Cause when you're fetishizing your own wife strictly because she's white, not because, oh, look at my beautiful wife. You're literally saying, look at this glass of milk. Everything is milk. So you have some type of fetish for white women. It's almost like the white women who got the fetish for the black men because they want the BBCs, right? Everything is about big black cock with these
Shit,
bitches.
animalistic.
Yeah,
Like, it's weird.
in a way, like, cut what you own. Like, ain't she just a beautiful woman? Why is she a glass of milk? Was she calling you a tall glass of chocolate? Like, milk? Like, what the fuck you got going on? But
do you think, though, that, and because I understand all of that, that's why I prefaced it with, like, RG3 is a weirdo when it comes to that. But does that have a place being brought up in a conversation about sports?
yeah, because that's what sports is turned into. They turned into the storylines now.
Yeah.
They turned into the podcast. And it's not just Sports Center no more. Because when I was growing up watching Sports Center, you had the top 10s. You had, there was breaking down what was going on the free agency. Every show was strictly about what was going on the court, on the field.
It wasn't narratives.
On the ice, it was no narratives. It was what was going on with the players. That's it. Now you get in the backstory because now they competing with the podcast. So in order not to lose viewership to the podcast, we have to turn this into that, because otherwise they're going to go over there and they're going to get the storyline and the narratives over there. Nope, we want it over here. So I understand why they're doing it. It's watering down the sports for sure, because Angel Reese and Kaitlyn Clark, that wasn't even a super hard foul. I seen the foul. It was extra'd out. You know they're going to flop. They're going to do all this and that. They're arch nemesis. They're rivals. So, of course, they're extra turned up when they play each other. But it wasn't even that serious. All of that, bringing the race card into it because she white and black, that was dumb as hell. They two bitches out there playing basketball. Like, let's just keep it a buck.
RG3 doing with his response to Ryan Clarke was some bitch shit. Me too, personally, because it's like he didn't really disrespect your wife at all. He just pointed out, like you said, I've known you for years, and you've had a track record of being and saying weird things, you know, when it pertains to white women, your white wife. And I'm sure he's even, you know what I mean, said weird things about black men and just been a weirdo in general, like a get out kind of nigga. Like, where it's like, I've seen you be this way for years. So I'm just pointing out what I know to be true. So I don't even think he was really calling out your wife in no negative way. She was just somebody that he was using as an example to show, like, hey, I have firsthand knowledge of him talking about this or making these kinds of jokes. So I think his response, and then kind of insinuating that ESPN, which Ryan Clarke is with, should look into that. That's crazy, because like now you're going for a nigga's job and his likelihood and you know his money. That's out. Like I'll smack the shit out of somebody.
Nah, for sure. You definitely crossing the line. The man didn't say anything about your wife that you didn't already say.
He was saying what you were saying about your wife, not anything about her personally. So that's why I was like, that's some bitch shit. You
and
was
it's
offended.
up and down your timeline.
Yeah.
These are your tweets that you put out there to the world. The man didn't say nothing derogatory about your wife. He says she's white. You fetishize her being like, what, nigga? Your wife is white. You let us know every chance you get that she's white.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
You make sure we don't forget.
He had her in the back during the Angel Reese, Kaitlyn Clark. She in the back sipping on a coffee. That shit was funny.
Yeah, man.
I didn't see it at first. I see him like, oh yeah, this nigga's crazy.
Yeah, the Kaitlyn Clark, Angel Reese, whatever her name is. Yeah, that's gonna be a forever thing, and there's always gonna be some race into it. But the foul was nothing. Go watch the play. The actual foul was nothing. If that was a hard foul, listen, stop comparing yourself to the NBA. Because I'll show you some damn fouls. Yeah, you can't even really foul like that no more in today's league anyway. Yeah. NBA or WNBA. They was throwing
that's a flagrant in NBA
clotheslines back then.
Right now.
Elbows, fists, literally. Just cocking back and just clocking the nigga in the temple.
Bad boys.
Like, come on, cuz. So that wasn't it. RG3, that's lame as hell. You need to go get some counseling about this fetish. It's gonna be a bad ending for cuz. I just see it coming, cuz. He on some get out shit. Weirdo.
Nick Wright said something funny though. He said, for this rivalry between Kaitlyn and Angel to keep going, Angel got to get better. Because he was like, right now, she's just a wildly famous rebounder, which is so true. Because to me, like, she has to get better on offense. She's great at getting rebounds. But for this rivalry to go into the years and be talked about on the Bird and Magic level, she got to get better. Kaitlyn doing her thing, you gotta get better. I know y'all different positions. You'll have a different way of scoring, but she just got to get better than me.
I don't know what she does on the court because all I can focus on is her off the court.
Yeah.
Talking about being sexualized as she's sexualizing herself. Then they run in the narrative that Kaitlyn's a man.
Yeah.
They've been running that They've been running that through the tabloids, cuz. They've been running that through the rumor mill.
I
Talking
mean,
about she really a he. Then I'm looking at her neck like her neck is
she
kind
kind
of
of
long.
swole too.
She kind of, you feel me? You get to looking at her like, all right, cuz the jawline looking a little less feminine. Cause some pictures she look all right. Cause remember they were saying, oh, she ugly as hell. And in some pictures, I'm like, oh, she look all right. She not a joint. She's all right. Then once they started saying the man shit, I got to really looking like, hold on, cuz that neckline is just like the space between the chin and the chest.
Crazy.
It's crazy. I'm looking for the Adam's apple. Like, I don't know, cuz they might. I don't know. Yeah. I gotta see a thirst trap, cuz. You gotta show me a coochie print. Nigga, I need to see a camel toe or something, cuz.
Oh man.
And even that you can't trust these days.
Oh God, AI.